Imagine holding the universe in your hands. This metaphor becomes strikingly real when we consider the complexity of the human brain. With approximately 86 billion neurons, each connected by trillions of synapses, the human brain is an intricate network that rivals the vastness of the cosmos. But what truly lies behind this biological enigma? The brain is classified into various regions, each responsible for different functions: cognitive abilities, emotions, movement, and even sleep. For instance, the cerebral cortex plays a vital role in decision-making and problem-solving. Did you know that this thin layer of neural tissue, barely a few millimeters thick, contains around 20 billion neurons? This statistic starkly emphasizes the brain's power and complexity. Among the notable discoveries in neuroscience is the phenomenon of electroencephalography, or EEG, which allows researchers to measure electrical activity in the brain. In the early 20th century, Hans Berger pioneered this technology, revealing the rhythmic oscillations of brain waves that correspond to different states of consciousness. For instance, alpha waves signal a state of relaxation, while beta waves are associated with active thinking. As our understanding of the brain deepens, so does the technology we use to explore it. MRI scans have become a common tool to visualize brain structures and functions, allowing scientists to examine the living brain in real time. This has opened doors to understanding brain disorders, including Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Yet, despite these advancements, many questions remain unanswered. Why do certain people develop neurological disorders while others do not? What underlies the beauty of creativity and imagination? These mysteries drive researchers to relentlessly pursue answers, creating an intersection of biology, psychology, and technology that shapes our journey into the unknown. In the coming chapters, we will navigate through the realms of memory, emotions, and the astonishing adaptability of the human brain. But first, let us explore the brain's most enigmatic aspect, memory. What if your memories are not as reliable as you think? Memory, a function we often take for granted, is surprisingly complex and fallible. Our brain's ability to encode, store, and retrieve information involves intricate processes that are still not fully understood. Researchers have identified several types of memory, including short-term, long-term, and working memory, each playing distinct roles in our daily lives. Let's delve into the fascinating world of long-term memory. Our long-term memory can store vast amounts of information, but how does it all work? One remarkable aspect of memory is the process of consolidation, where new information is transformed into a stable form. This occurs predominantly during sleep, which has led to numerous studies exploring the links between sleep and memory retention. A study conducted at the University of California, Berkeley, revealed that sleep can improve our ability to recall information learned prior. Researchers found that participants who took a nap after learning a new task performed significantly better than those who stayed awake. This underscores the vital role sleep plays in memory consolidation, acting like a housekeeper for our memories. However, memory is not a perfect system. The phenomenon of false memories demonstrates just how malleable our recollections can be. In 1974, researchers Elizabeth Loftus and John Palmer conducted a study that revealed how the wording of a question could alter a person's memory of an event. Participants who heard the question, "How fast were the cars going when they smashed into each other?" estimated higher speeds than those who heard, "How fast were the cars going when they contacted each other?" This implicates a troubling truth: our memories can be manipulated, reshaped by external influences, and even erased. The implications for eyewitness testimony in court cases become daunting when we consider how easily memories can be distorted. How do we discern between what is real and what is fabricated in our minds? These questions lead us into the next chapter, where we will explore the emotional underpinnings of our memories. Have you ever wondered why your emotions can cloud your judgment? Emotions are intrinsically tied to the way we make decisions, often leading us to choices that defy logic. The interplay between emotion and cognition has puzzled psychologists for decades, leading to groundbreaking research into the neural mechanisms underpinning this relationship. The amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure nestled deep within the brain, plays a vital role in processing emotions, especially fear and pleasure. When faced with a threat, the amygdala activates, triggering the fight or flight response. But how does this influence our decision-making processes? In a classic experiment by neuroscientist Antonio Damasio, research subjects who experienced damage to their amygdalae displayed an inability to make decisions, even in straightforward scenarios. This highlighted the critical role emotions play in reinforcing choices that align with our values and experiences. Moreover, our emotions can also enhance memory retention. The more emotionally charged an experience is, the more likely we are to recall it vividly. Think back to a significant life event, perhaps your graduation or wedding day. Chances are, you remember those moments in striking detail. In fact, neuroscientific studies suggest that emotional arousal activates the release of neurotransmitters that strengthen the neural pathways associated with the memories formed during those moments. This is crucial for learning and was supported by research that demonstrated how students recalled emotionally charged stories better than neutral ones. Despite the essential role emotions play in our decision-making, they can also lead us astray. High-stress situations can trigger impulsive decisions that might have lasting consequences. In the heat of the moment, our cognitive abilities can diminish, clouding our judgment. As we explore further, we'll uncover how understanding the brain's emotional circuitry can help us harness our emotions for better decision-making. But what happens when emotions overwhelm us? What if I told you that your brain has the remarkable ability to change and adapt throughout your life? Neuroplasticity, also known as brain plasticity, is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. This means that every time you learn something new or practice a skill, your brain is physically changing. Neuroplasticity can occur through two primary mechanisms: functional plasticity and structural plasticity. Functional plasticity refers to the brain's ability to move functions from damaged areas to healthy ones, while structural plasticity involves the brain's ability to physically change its structure in response to learning. One incredible example of functional plasticity comes from research on stroke victims. After a stroke, some patients experience loss of movement in certain body parts. Remarkably, rehabilitation therapy can help them regain movement as their brain forms new connections to compensate for the damaged areas. Studies have shown that intensive therapy can lead to significant improvements, with patients regaining control over their limbs after months of rehabilitation. Structural plasticity is equally impressive. A study at the University of London demonstrated that London taxi drivers had larger hippocampi, the brain region associated with spatial navigation, compared to non-taxi drivers. This finding suggests that the extensive navigation experience required for taxi drivers physically alters their brains. Neuroplasticity also has profound implications for learning in educational contexts. Research indicates that engaging in challenging tasks can enhance our brain's plasticity, leading to improved cognitive abilities. This means that we can harness neuroplasticity to cultivate skills at any age. Whether it's learning a new language or musical instrument, the brain retains its capacity for growth. But what happens when we fail to engage our brains? The phenomenon of cognitive decline in aging raises the question: can we actively promote neuroplasticity throughout our lives? As we delve deeper into neuroplasticity, we will explore strategies to enhance cognitive resilience. Can we truly reshape our brains with intentional practice? What if your thoughts could change your physical health? The brain-body connection is a powerful aspect of human biology that demonstrates how our mental state can influence physiological processes. This connection brings into sharp focus the concept of psychosomatic medicine, which explores how psychological factors can affect physical health. One striking example is the placebo effect. When patients believe they are receiving treatment, they often report improvements, even when the treatment is inactive. This demonstrates how powerful our beliefs and thoughts can be in shaping our physical experiences. Research has shown that the placebo effect can lead to measurable changes in brain activity. In a study conducted by the University of California, Los Angeles, researchers used functional MRI to observe brain responses in patients who believed they were receiving pain relief from a placebo. The results revealed that brain regions associated with pain perception were indeed altered, further emphasizing the mind's influence over bodily sensations. Moreover, stress is a significant factor that highlights this brain-body interplay. Chronic stress can lead to detrimental health effects, including cardiovascular disease, weakened immune function, and even digestive issues. The release of stress hormones like cortisol affects various body systems, demonstrating how our emotional state can manifest physically. On the flip side, positive emotions and mindfulness practices can significantly enhance physical health. Research indicates that mindfulness meditation can lower blood pressure, improve immune function, and reduce chronic pain. A study published in the journal Health Psychology showed that individuals who practiced mindfulness experienced lower incidences of stress-related ailments. As we ponder the profound link between the brain and body, we begin to explore holistic approaches to health and well-being. Can a shift in mindset truly lead to improved health outcomes? The next chapter will unravel these possibilities as we venture into the realm of consciousness. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, gazing into your own eyes. You might wonder, what makes you, you? This phenomenon, known as consciousness, remains one of the most elusive mysteries in the human experience. Scientists have long pondered the nature of consciousness, wrestling with fundamental questions: what is it? How does it arise? Are we merely a product of neural pathways, or is there something more? Consciousness is often defined as the state of being aware of and able to think about one's own existence, surroundings, and thoughts. But, understanding the brain's role in creating this sense of self is complex. Research suggests that consciousness might be the result of a network of brain regions working together. One theory posits that the thalamus plays a critical role in relaying sensory information to the cortex, contributing to our conscious experience. Yet, many argue that we still lack a comprehensive understanding of how subjective experiences arise from physical processes in the brain. Some scientists point to the concept of integrated information theory, IIT, which proposes that consciousness correlates with the integration of information across different brain regions. Interestingly, the phenomenon of blind sight offers a fascinating glimpse into the nature of consciousness. Blind sight occurs in individuals who are cortically blind. They cannot see, yet they can respond to visual stimuli without consciously perceiving them. For instance, a study involving a patient named. As we dive deeper into our exploration of the brain, we encounter a seldom discussed yet crucial aspect of neuroscience: brain disorders and their impact on identity. When someone is diagnosed with a brain disorder, it challenges the very core of what makes them. From conditions like Alzheimer's to schizophrenia, the implications of these disorders on identity are profound and far-reaching. Let's consider Alzheimer's disease, which affects an estimated 6 million Americans today. It's a sobering statistic that highlights how this disease gradually erases memories, thoughts, and, ultimately, a sense of self. For instance, let's reflect on the story of a woman named Clara. Clara was a vibrant storyteller. Her ability to weave tales of her life captivated her friends and family. However, as Alzheimer's progressed, her stories faded, and the vibrant woman they knew slipped away. Clara's journey is not just a personal tragedy, it's a universal story of loss, highlighting how brain disorders can fundamentally alter an individual's identity. But Alzheimer's is just one facet of the broader landscape of brain disorders. Schizophrenia, for instance, affects approximately 1.5 million adults in the U.S., manifesting as hallucinations and delusions that can skew one's perception of reality. Detailing John's experience, diagnosed in his early 20s, we see how he confronted the challenges of living with schizophrenia. Despite the stigma surrounding mental illness, John found strength in community and therapy. His journey sheds light on the resilience of the human spirit, reminding us that identity is not solely defined by our struggles, but also by our triumphs. Beyond individual experiences, we must consider how society's perception of brain disorders influences the lives of those affected. Stigma often creates barriers to understanding, compassion, and support. Conversely, the concept of neurodiversity invites a shift in perspective. It encourages us to embrace the rich tapestry of human experience, illustrating how conditions like autism, ADHD, and bipolar disorder contribute to our collective identity. In reflecting on these experiences, we are confronted with profound questions. What does it mean to be human? Are we merely the culmination of our brain functions, or do we embody something deeper? The stories of those living with brain disorders compel us to embrace empathy, compassion, and understanding. As we move forward, let's carry these reflections with us, understanding that the exploration of identity in the face of brain disorders is both compelling and necessary. In our next chapter, we will journey into the advancements of brain science, unveiling the frontiers of research that can illuminate our understanding of these complex experiences. What breakthroughs in brain technology await us? As we navigate into the future of brain science, we find ourselves on the precipice of transformative advancements. Technologies like neuroimaging, brain-computer interfaces, and artificial intelligence are reshaping our understanding of the brain, offering new hope to individuals grappling with brain disorders. What does the future hold? One of the most exciting developments is functional MRI, fMRI, which allows researchers to visualize brain activity in real time. This technology not only aids in understanding neural pathways but also enhances our ability to identify brain disorders earlier and more accurately. Consider the application of brain-computer interfaces, BCIs. These devices provide individuals with severe disabilities the ability to control computers and prosthetics through thought alone. Mark's story exemplifies this technology's life-changing potential. Mark, paralyzed from the neck down, has been able to regain a degree of autonomy thanks to a BCI. By simply thinking about moving a cursor, he can interact with the world in ways that were previously unimaginable. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing brain research too. Researchers are using machine learning algorithms to analyze vast datasets, allowing for unprecedented breakthroughs in our understanding of brain function. For example, AI can identify patterns in brain scans that may predict the onset of neurological diseases, leading to earlier intervention and treatment strategies. Imagine a world where such technologies could slow or even reverse the progression of conditions like Alzheimer's. Neurostimulation methods like transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS, are also paving new paths in treatment. TMS directs magnetic pulses to specific brain areas, showing promising results in alleviating depression and enhancing cognitive functions. Yet, with these advancements, ethical considerations arise. As we harness the power of technology to modify brain function, we face questions about enhancement versus natural human cognition. Navigating these dilemmas will be essential as we move forward, ensuring that our pursuit of knowledge aligns with ethical standards and human values. The future holds immense potential, and it is our collective responsibility to ensure it benefits all of humanity. As we come to a close in exploring the future of brain science, we prepare to shift our focus to a deeper exploration of the connections between the brain and the universe. How does our understanding of the brain reflect our place in the cosmos? Chapter 9: the brain and the universe. Throughout history, humanity has gazed into the night sky, striving to understand our connection to the cosmos. As we delve into the mysteries of the human brain, we uncover parallels that reveal our consciousness may mirror the universe itself. Is it possible that the workings of our minds can offer insights into the vastness of space? One fascinating perspective comes from the field of astrophysics, which examines the fundamental laws of the universe. Just as physicists strive to decode the mysteries of existence, neuroscientists seek to unravel the complexities of the mind. Consider the interconnectedness of neurons in our brains, resembling the networks found in the cosmos. Our neurons create intricate patterns, much like galaxies that weave through space. Moreover, the study of consciousness may carry profound implications for our understanding of existence itself. Some theories in quantum physics suggest that consciousness plays a role in shaping reality. Astrophysicist Max Tegmark proposes a mathematical universe idea, where consciousness is a fundamental component of cosmic evolution. This invites us to ponder, could our minds, in searching for understanding, actually reflect the universe striving to comprehend itself? Additionally, the field of astrobiology raises exciting questions about the possibilities of consciousness beyond our planet. As we send probes into the depths of space, we wonder if intelligent life exists elsewhere in the cosmos. With missions to Mars on the horizon, collaborations between astronomers and neuroscientists may illuminate the potential for consciousness beyond Earth. What secrets about ourselves could we uncover that resonate with the search for extraterrestrial intelligence? Reflecting on the relationship between the brain and the universe leads us to profound questions about the essence of our being. What is the purpose of consciousness, and how do our thoughts and aspirations connect with the vast cosmos? Chapter 10. Conclusion: The infinite journey of discovery. As we draw this deep exploration of the human brain to a close, we stand at the intersection of science, philosophy, and existence. Each chapter has shed light on not only the brain's remarkable complexities but also on the resilience and adaptability inherent in the human spirit. From the wonders of consciousness to the challenges posed by brain disorders, we've uncovered the profound nature of our identities. The brain, the ultimate enigma, continues to astonish us, reflecting the immensity of human experience. As we gaze into the future of brain science, we are reminded of the responsibility that accompanies discovery. The potential for groundbreaking advancements in understanding, treatment, and enhancement is within reach, but it's essential to approach these developments with care and compassion. Ultimately, our exploration unveils the threads that bind us together, threads of consciousness, emotion, identity, and a shared human experience. Our quest for understanding is not only about unraveling the mysteries of the brain but also about connecting with one another on a profound level. As we consider the future, the journey of discovery is not an end but a continuation. What lies ahead? What questions remain unanswered? As we delve deeper into the enigma of the human brain, let us embrace our shared humanity, our struggles, triumphs, and insatiable curiosity. The human experience is a testament to resilience and wonder, and as we peer into the universe, we may find reflections of ourselves among the stars. Thank you for accompanying us on this journey through the mysteries of the human brain. Have you ever wondered why two people can witness the same event yet recall it completely differently? This phenomenon is deeply connected to the way our brains interpret sensory information. The human brain is not merely a passive receiver of input, it actively constructs our reality based on perceptions. Using the eyes as a gateway, light enters and is transformed into electrical signals. These signals travel to the visual cortex, where they are processed. But here's the twist: our brain is influenced by past experiences, emotions, and even expectations. Take, for example, the famous dress that broke the internet in 2015. Some people saw it as blue and black, while others perceived it as white and gold. This discrepancy can be attributed to individual differences in color perception, lighting interpretation, and cognitive bias. Our brain fills in gaps, leading to these conflicting perceptions, showcasing the brain's ability to interpret reality based on subjective experience. But perception isn't limited to sight. It extends to all our senses. Consider sound. The brain processes auditory input through complex pathways that involve the auditory cortex and limbic system, which evokes emotional responses. Research has shown that music can significantly affect our mood due to this connection. A study from the University of Maryland found that listening to happy music can directly enhance mood and even improve physical performance while exercising. Let's talk touch. When we touch a hot stove, the sensory neurons in our skin send urgent signals to the spinal cord and ultimately to the brain, causing us to withdraw our hand. Yet, in a shocking case reported by CBS, a man was discovered to have no sense of pain. His condition, known as congenital insensitivity to pain, illustrates how vital our perception of pain is for survival. Pain acts as a protective mechanism, warning us of danger. Without it, someone could suffer severe injuries without ever knowing, a testament to the brain's role in perception and reaction. But how does our brain decide what to pay attention to? The brain is bombarded with sensory data every moment, yet it filters this information for relevancy. This selective attention is vital for navigating complex environments. Imagine walking in a bustling city. Your brain screens out the noise of traffic and conversations, allowing you to focus on your destination. This filtering process involves the thalamus and prefrontal cortex, which prioritize what you see and hear. Moreover, perception is not always reliable. Consider optical illusions. They highlight the brain's interpretive nature rather than its accuracy. The Munker-White illusion illustrates how the same color can appear differently based on surrounding hues, revealing the brain's intricate processing of color and light. This chapter dives into the mysteries of perception, how it shapes our understanding of reality and the brain's complex mechanisms. As we unravel these layers, we uncover not only how we perceive the world but also the profound implications for our interactions and experiences, an exploration of the brain's extraordinary role as an interpreter in the theater of life. Yet, as we delve deeper, we start to ask, can perception be trusted? What happens when our senses deceive us? The answers await in the next chapter. As our world becomes increasingly digital, the interaction between technology and the human brain grows more significant. From smartphones to artificial intelligence, technology is reshaping not just our daily lives but also how our brains function. But what does this mean for our cognitive abilities, and how does our brain adapt to this rapid evolution? Let's start with the internet, an ocean of information at our fingertips. Research conducted by the University of California, San Diego, revealed that our brain's structure changes in response to internet use. It found that individuals who frequently seek information online develop mental processes that adapt to digital environments, sometimes sacrificing deep focus for rapid information retrieval. Consider the phenomenon known as cognitive overload. With constant notifications and endless scrolling, our brains can struggle to manage the sheer volume of information. This can lead to decreased attention spans and reduced memory retention. A study published in the journal Cognitive Science revealed that excessive multitasking can lead to a decline in cognitive control, affecting our ability to focus on tasks at hand. Moreover, social media has become a double-edged sword. Platforms like Facebook and Instagram connect us, yet they can also lead to feelings of loneliness and depression. A study from the University of Pennsylvania found that reducing social media use significantly improved well-being and decreased feelings of loneliness. Users often compare themselves to idealized portrayals of life, leading to diminished self-esteem and distorted perceptions of reality. But technology isn't all detrimental. Neural interfaces and brain-computer technologies are paving the way for revolutionary treatments. For instance, patients with paralysis can use their thoughts to control robotic limbs. The brain's electrical signals are translated into commands for machines, offering hope for those who have lost mobility. Research from the University of Pittsburgh demonstrated the potential of these devices, allowing participants to move a robotic arm merely by thinking about it. Furthermore, artificial intelligence is now being utilized to understand neurological disorders better. By analyzing vast amounts of data, AI can assist in identifying patterns that might elude human researchers. This collaboration between human intelligence and machine learning has the potential to revolutionize treatment strategies for conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Yet, as we embrace these advancements, we must consider the ethical implications. The idea of augmenting the brain raises questions about identity and consciousness. If technology alters how we think or remembers, what does it mean to be human? As we navigate these complexities, we must remain vigilant about maintaining the balance between benefits and pitfalls. This chapter delves into the profound impact of technology on the human brain, both the opportunities and challenges it presents. While we stand on the brink of a new era, we must ask ourselves, are we masters of technology, or has technology begun to master us? How will our relationship with devices shape the future of human cognition? The journey continues in our next chapter. Imagine a world where the capabilities of your brain extend far beyond what you've ever believed. What if I told you that there are people who can recall almost everything they've ever seen, or that some can perceive the world in ways most of us can only dream of? This chapter delves into extraordinary abilities that exist within the human brain, revealing secrets about memory, learning, and perception that challenge the conventional understanding of our cognitive limits. One fascinating phenomenon is known as hyperthymesia, a condition that allows individuals to remember their past in extreme detail. Take, for instance, Jill Price, who in 2000 was identified as someone with this rare ability. She can recall nearly every day of her life since she was a child, down to the exact dates, events, and feelings associated with them. Imagine the implications of such a memory. While the average person struggles to remember what they had for breakfast a week ago, someone like Jill can relive her memories with vivid clarity. This begs the question, are we underutilizing the potential of our brains? The phenomenon of synesthesia is another window into the brain's extraordinary capabilities. People with synesthesia experience crossover sensations, like seeing colors when they hear music or associating specific tastes with words. This unusual wiring of the brain demonstrates not just how diverse cognitive experiences can be but also highlights the intricate tapestry of human perception. Additionally, there are extreme cases of savant syndrome, individuals with significant mental disabilities who possess astonishing abilities in specific areas, such as art, music, or mathematics. Consider the story of Stephen Wiltshire, an artist with autism who can draw intricate cityscapes from memory after just a brief helicopter ride. His extraordinary talent poses profound questions about the neurodiversity of the brain and how its different functionalities can present unique forms of intelligence. Further exploring the limits of brain potential leads us to the concept of cognitive enhancement. Today, neuroscientists and ethicists are engaged in debates surrounding the use of nootropics, substances that can improve cognitive function in healthy individuals. What are the moral implications of upgrading our brains? As we peel back the layers of the brain's hidden powers, we uncover a universe of potential that blurs the line between normal and extraordinary. What does this mean for our understanding of intelligence, creativity, and personality? The answers not only reshape our perception of cognitive abilities but also challenge the very essence of what it means to be human. Could the next leap in human evolution lie within our minds? As we reflect on these astonishing capabilities, we must consider what we truly understand about the brain's potential and the implications for the future of mankind. What if I told you that the environment around you has a profound impact on your brain development? It's not just about genetics or biology. The places we live, the people we interact with, and even the culture that envelopes us shape our neural architecture. This chapter explores the intricate relationship between environment and brain development, revealing how everything from socioeconomic status to family dynamics can influence cognitive function. Research shows that children raised in enriched environments, those filled with stimulating activities, a variety of social interactions, and educational opportunities, tend to have more robust brain architectures compared to those in impoverished settings. A landmark study conducted in the 1990s by the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development found that kids from lower socioeconomic backgrounds often show significant delays in brain development. The study highlights the stark differences in cognitive and emotional development between children from varying social classes. The importance of nurturing interactions cannot be overstated either. For instance, a study at the University of Minnesota demonstrated that the quality of parent-child interactions plays a crucial role in brain development. When parents engage, respond, and communicate effectively with their children, it fosters neural connections that enhance learning and emotional resilience. But what happens when that nurturing is absent? Consider the phenomenon known as toxic stress, where adverse childhood experiences severely affect a child's developing brain. Such stress can lead to significant alterations in brain circuitry, impacting everything from emotional regulation to cognitive skills. A shocking statistic shows that children exposed to multiple adverse experiences are at a higher risk for mental health disorders later in life. In examining environments on a broader scale, we must also consider urban versus rural living. Cities can offer intense stimulation, with their fast pace and opportunity for social engagement. However, they can also present challenges, such as high levels of pollution and stress. Meanwhile, rural environments may provide less stimulation but tend to foster greater community ties, which can positively influence mental well-being. As we analyze the correlation between environment and brain development, we must also ask ourselves, how does culture shape our brains? Cultural practices can influence cognitive styles, emotional expressions, and even brain function. For example, studies show that individuals from collectivist cultures may employ different decision-making strategies compared to those from individualistic backgrounds. By studying the interplay of environment and brain development, we gain valuable insights into the factors that mold our cognitive abilities. Understanding these influences is vital for addressing educational disparities and fostering healthier, more supportive communities. What pathways can we create to ensure that every child, regardless of their background, has the opportunity to reach their fullest potential? The key to unlocking the mysteries of the brain lies not just within its neural pathways but also in the world that surrounds it. As we journey through life, our bodies change, and so does our brain. What happens to our cognitive abilities as we grow older? Is aging synonymous with cognitive decline, or can we challenge that notion? In this chapter, we explore the fascinating field of cognitive aging, discussing the processes that impact our brains as we age, and uncovering strategies to maintain cognitive vitality into our golden years. One of the most common misconceptions about aging is that all cognitive functions inevitably decline. While it is true that some abilities, like processing speed and working memory, may diminish, others, such as vocabulary and knowledge, often remain intact or even improve. Research shows that older adults often possess a more extensive vocabulary and a wealth of life experiences that can be leveraged in problem-solving situations. A pivotal study conducted by researchers at the University of Virginia followed participants over several decades, revealing that while certain cognitive capabilities may decline, older adults often excel in their ability to apply knowledge and reason through complex scenarios, thanks to accumulated wisdom. This phenomenon is often referred to as crystallized intelligence. So what can we do to promote cognitive health as we age? The answer lies in both lifestyle choices and mental stimulation. Engaging in activities such as reading, puzzles, and learning new skills can help maintain an active mind. Studies have shown that older adults who partake in these kinds of activities have better cognitive functions and a lower risk of developing diseases such as Alzheimer's. Additionally, physical health plays a crucial role in cognitive aging. Regular exercise is linked to improved brain health. Aerobic activities increase blood flow to the brain, promoting the growth of new neurons and the connections between them. Furthermore, maintaining a balanced diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins can nurture brain health. Social engagement is another vital factor that contributes to cognitive vitality. Studies indicate that older adults who maintain social connections are less likely to experience cognitive decline. This highlights the importance of community and relationships throughout life. But what about neurodegenerative diseases? Conditions like Alzheimer's disease present significant challenges, affecting millions of people worldwide. Ongoing research seeks to unravel the complexities of these diseases and explore potential interventions. We must also consider the role of genetics in cognitive aging. While some aspects of aging are predetermined by our DNA, environmental factors and lifestyle choices can significantly influence outcomes. As we reflect on cognitive aging, we find that while certain changes are inevitable, we are not powerless against them. The choices we make today can have a profound impact on our cognitive health tomorrow. How can we better prepare ourselves for the aging process? By understanding the brain's evolution over time, we can embrace aging with vigor and intelligence, unlocking new dimensions of knowledge and experience as we journey through life. The human brain possesses hidden powers that often remain untapped. Recent studies reveal the brain's extraordinary capacity to adapt and learn, even in adulthood. One such story is of a middle-aged woman named Anna, who, after a stroke, was determined to regain her ability to speak. Undergoing intense speech therapy, Anna's resilience demonstrated the brain's astonishing neuroplasticity. As she practiced daily, new neural pathways formed, illustrating how the brain can rewire itself to recover lost functions. This adaptability highlights not just the brain's potential but also its resilience in the face of adversity. Recent research conducted at the University of California shows that adults engaging in regular learning experiences, such as learning a new language or musical instrument, can significantly boost cognitive functions by inducing structural changes in the brain. Anna's journey did not only serve as an example of recovery but also showcased the potential for growth at any stage of life. When we think of the brain, we often consider it as a static entity, but in reality, our experiences shape it continuously. This begs the question, how can we further harness these hidden powers for personal growth? Dive deeper with us as we explore techniques ranging from meditation to cognitive training, and how they can unlock even more hidden potential within us. The story of Anna is just one among countless examples, but what if the key lies not only in recovery but in proactive measures we can take today? Can we mold our brains into extraordinary tools for learning and creativity? As we delve into this chapter, we will uncover the methods and practices that could redefine our understanding of the brain's capabilities and its potential to change our lives. What do you think lies beyond our current understanding of our brain's powers? The environment plays a crucial role in shaping the brain from the earliest stages of development. Prenatal exposure to stress, nutrition, and even toxins can have lasting effects on cognitive abilities. A striking case study involves children raised in impoverished conditions, where malnutrition and lack of stimulating interactions severely impact their brain development. Research by neuroscientists at Harvard University highlighted that children from low-income families may begin school with cognitive deficits that can persist throughout their lives. However, it's not just deprivation that affects brain development, but also enrichment. Children who grow up in stimulating environments with access to books, educational toys, and engaged caregivers tend to develop superior cognitive skills. The infamous Mozart effect showcases how exposure to music can enhance brain development, particularly among young children. A fascinating study conducted in 1993 found that infants who listened to classical music for just 10 minutes a day displayed improved spatial temporal reasoning skills. But how does this correlate with broader trends in society? Fast forward to the digital age, where technology often replaces traditional play. Are we witnessing a shift in how our brains develop as digital learners? As we explore this chapter, we will cover the intricate dance between environmental factors and brain biology, and what this means for future generations. With the increasing prevalence of screens in our lives, are we potentially hindering our cognitive development? As we age, the brain undergoes significant changes that can affect cognition and memory. Understanding the process of cognitive aging is essential for maintaining mental health as we grow older. One of the most compelling aspects of this journey is the concept of cognitive reserve. Studies indicate that individuals with higher levels of education or who engage in intellectually stimulating activities exhibit a slower decline in cognitive abilities. A notable example is the nun study, which tracked the lives of Catholic nuns over decades. Researchers found that those who wrote about their lives in detail demonstrated higher cognitive function in old age. This correlation between mental engagement and brain health emphasizes the need for a proactive approach to cognitive aging. However, not all aspects of aging are negative. Many studies suggest that while certain cognitive processes may slow, emotional intelligence and wisdom can improve with age. The ability to synthesize experiences allows older adults to make better decisions and apply knowledge more effectively, a phenomenon that showcases the brain's adaptability. As we dive deeper into this chapter, we will explore various strategies to bolster cognitive health as we grow older. Examples include brain training games, social interaction, and even dietary choices. With increasing life expectancy in many parts of the world, how can we ensure our brains remain sharp and engaged? Can adopting a lifelong learning mindset be the secret to not just surviving but thriving in our later years? The human brain is a dazzling realm of hidden powers and profound capabilities. For centuries, scientists have endeavored to unlock its secrets, revealing astonishing facts that challenge our understanding of what we are capable of. Did you know that we only use about 10% of our brains? This popular myth, often cited in films and media, does not quite capture the reality of our brain's functionality. The truth is, there is no single area of the brain that is left completely dormant. Different regions of our brain are activated depending on the task at hand, and each plays a crucial role in our daily lives. Moreover, the brain's ability to adapt and change is a testament to its hidden powers. Consider the case of Michael Merzenich, a neuroscientist who worked on brain mappings. He found that when a finger is amputated, the regions of the brain that once responded to that finger begin to respond to neighboring fingers. His research paved the way for our understanding of neuroplasticity, illustrating that our brains are not fixed but malleable, capable of reorganizing pathways and forming new connections, even in adulthood. This flexibility is one of the brain's most extraordinary hidden powers. Furthermore, let's dive into the story of a blind man named Daniel Kish, who developed a unique ability to navigate his environment through echolocation, similar to how bats do. Kish clicks his tongue and listens to the returning echoes, allowing him to build a mental map of his surroundings. This incredible feat challenges the perception that our sensory limitations define our capabilities. Kish's brain adapted to compensate for the loss of sight, showcasing how the mind can tap into its hidden powers, transcending what we thought was possible. In addition to adaptation, the brain also holds secrets related to extraordinary feats of memory. Take, for instance, the story of a memory champion, Dominic O'Brien, who has won the World Memory Championship multiple times. O'Brien trains his brain using a unique mnemonic system, which involves associating unfamiliar information with vivid images and locations within a familiar space, creating a memory palace. His techniques reveal the remarkable potential of the human memory system and how we can harness it to achieve seemingly impossible feats. This leads to the question, how much more of our cognitive abilities remain hidden, waiting to be unlocked? As we explore the hidden powers of the brain, we must also consider the implications of these abilities. If our brains can adapt and perform incredible tasks, what does this mean for personal development and learning? Imagine a world where everyone harnessed their hidden capabilities. The potential for greatness exists within all of us, but it often requires deliberate effort and training to unlock. By understanding and exploring the vast potential of our brains, we can begin to reshape our identities and redefine what it means to be human. However, this journey into the brain's potential is just the beginning, and as we delve deeper, other mysteries await. What else lies beneath the surface of our consciousness? The environment plays a significant role in shaping brain development, influencing everything from cognitive skills to emotional regulation. Research indicates that a child's experiences during their formative years can have lasting effects on their brain structure and function. The concept of the sensitive period is critical. It suggests that there are optimal windows of time during early development when the brain is particularly receptive to environmental influences. Consider the landmark study conducted by Dr. David Barker, known as the Barker hypothesis, which investigated how prenatal conditions can impact health outcomes later in life. Barker and his team discovered that infants born into environments marked by deprivation or high stress levels were more likely to develop health problems as adults. Simply put, the conditions in which we are raised can shape not just our experiences but also the very architecture of our brains. Another fascinating example is the research conducted on children raised in enriched environments, such as those involving advanced learning and social interaction. A study led by Dr. Elizabeth Soule revealed that children who were exposed to stimulating activities and emotional support showed increased gray matter volume in the brain, particularly in regions associated with memory and learning. This highlights the plasticity of the brain, its ability to grow and develop based on external stimuli. Imagine the implications of this discovery. If we can provide enriched environments for our children, we may significantly enhance their cognitive and emotional development. This raises essential questions: what specific types of enrichment are most beneficial? And how can society ensure equitable access to these opportunities? As we examine how environment influences brain development, we must also consider the impacts of negative environments, such as those characterized by neglect or abuse. Research by Dr. Bruce Perry has shown that children who experience trauma display altered brain development, which can lead to difficulties in learning, emotional regulation, and social interactions. These findings underscore the importance of providing supportive environments not only for cognitive growth but also for emotional well-being. The implications for society are profound. How can we create a world that nurtures healthy brain development, especially for the most vulnerable among us? Ultimately, our environments intertwine with our biology in complex ways, shaping who we are and how we interact with the world. The brain is not a standalone entity, it exists in a dynamic relationship with its environment. This connection underlines the importance of social and emotional support systems in fostering healthy brain development. Nevertheless, understanding the nuances of this relationship is vital for addressing challenges in education, mental health, and community support. As we continue to investigate the influence of environment on brain development, we must ponder, what changes can we make today to positively impact the brains of future generations? As we journey through life, our brains undergo a remarkable transformation that can lead to both decline and growth. Cognitive aging is a complex process that affects everyone differently, but understanding how our brains evolve can empower us to maintain cognitive health as we age. Today, we delve into the latest research on cognitive aging and explore how lifestyle choices can impact our brain's longevity. Research has shown that while some cognitive decline is expected as we age, not all changes are detrimental. The use it or lose it principle suggests that engaging in intellectually stimulating activities can help maintain mental acuity. For instance, a study conducted by the New England Journal of Medicine found that older adults who regularly participated in puzzles, reading, and social activities demonstrated a lower risk of cognitive decline compared to those who led more sedentary lifestyles. This reinforces the idea that cognitive engagement is crucial for brain health. Moreover, the role of physical health cannot be understated. Regular exercise has been shown to promote neurogenesis, the creation of new neurons, in the hippocampus, a region essential for memory. Dr. Art Kramer, a prominent researcher in this field, discovered that older adults who engaged in consistent physical activity exhibited improvements in cognitive performance and increased brain volume. This finding highlights the undeniable connection between physical health and cognitive well-being. How can we integrate physical activity into our daily lives to bolster our brain's resilience as we age? Diet is another critical factor influencing cognitive aging. Studies have indicated that diets rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins significantly correlate with better cognitive function. The Mediterranean diet, in particular, has gained attention for its potential protective effects against cognitive decline. A large-scale study published in Alzheimer's and Dementia revealed that adherence to this diet was associated with a slower rate of cognitive decline. This leads us to reflect, are our eating habits propelling us toward a future of cognitive vitality, or are they constricting our brain's potential? Additionally, social connections play a vital role in maintaining cognitive health. Engaging in meaningful conversations and relationships has been shown to stimulate brain regions involved in memory and social skills. An influential study led by Dr. Julianne Holt-Lundstad established that individuals with strong social connections had a reduced risk of cognitive decline, reinforcing the idea that our brains thrive in a supportive community. As we confront the reality of cognitive aging, we must acknowledge the importance of fostering connections and supporting each other's mental wellness. Understanding cognitive aging empowers us to take proactive steps toward ensuring a brighter, healthier future for our brains. While aging may bring a series of challenges, it also presents an opportunity to enhance our cognitive abilities through deliberate actions and choices. The question remains, how will we embrace the aging process and seize the opportunities it presents for growth? The human brain is often described not only as an organ but a universe unto itself, teeming with potential and mystery. Weighing in at approximately 3 pounds, it contains roughly 86 billion neurons, each capable of forming thousands of synaptic connections. Imagine the vast web of communication happening in an intricate dance of electrical and chemical signals. Now, consider the extraordinary capabilities this organ harbors, abilities that exceed our comprehension. From incredible feats of memory retention to the phenomena of savant abilities, the brain is a source of endless intrigue. One of the most baffling aspects of the human brain is its ability to perform complex calculations and nuanced emotional responses almost instinctively. Take Kim Peek, for example, a man often referred to as a savant. Despite having a developmental disability and lacking a corpus callosum, he could memorize entire books and recall them verbatim, showcasing the brain's capacity for enhanced memory under unique circumstances. Then there's the phenomenon of neurogenesis, the brain's ability to generate new neurons. For years, it was believed that we were born with all the neurons we would ever have. However, research has uncovered that in certain areas, like the hippocampus, our brains are capable of creating new neurons well into adulthood. This revelation suggests that engaging in challenging activities can not only enhance our cognitive skills but also contribute to our brain's physical development. Consider the story of a group of elderly individuals who participated in a study examining the effects of learning a new skill on brain health. They learned how to play a musical instrument, which resulted in observable improvements in brain function and structure, demonstrating that it's never too late to harness the brain's hidden powers. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the brain, it becomes evident that our understanding is just scratching the surface. The brain's hidden powers invite continued exploration, revealing more about its incredible capabilities, and perhaps more about ourselves. What else lies within that 3-pound universe? Stay tuned as we turn our attention to how the environment around us shapes the brain and influences our development. The environment plays a critical role in shaping our brains from the moment we are born. Exposure to various stimuli can profoundly influence cognitive growth, emotional development, and even social skills. Research indicates that environmental factors can either enhance or inhibit brain development, leading to diverse outcomes in cognition and behavior. Consider early childhood development, where the brain is incredibly malleable. During the first few years of life, the brain undergoes rapid growth, forming connections at a staggering rate, approximately 700 new synapses every second. In a nurturing environment, children can thrive, developing strong cognitive and emotional skills. Conversely, children who grow up in neglectful or abusive situations may experience detrimental effects on their brain development. Studies show that such adverse experiences can lead to reduced cognitive function and increased vulnerability to mental health disorders. Additionally, the concept of toxic stress plays a pivotal role. Children facing chronic stress, due to poverty, violence, or parental substance abuse, may experience altered brain architecture. These alterations can lead to difficulties with memory, learning, and emotional regulation later in life. On a brighter note, the positive influence of enriched environments can lead to astonishing transformations. Programs aimed at promoting positive interactions, such as early childhood education initiatives, have been proven to dramatically enhance brain development, leading to better long-term outcomes. In fact, a comprehensive study found that children in nurturing, stimulating environments significantly outperformed their peers in academic assessments as they grew older. Take the example of a rural community in Brazil where a grassroots organization implemented an early childhood education program. The program focused on providing cognitive and emotional support to families. Within a couple of years, they observed a significant increase in school readiness and improvement